that there's been no significant warming.
I want you to listen to the scientists.
You don't know whether or not that would have happened with or without man.
And I want you to unite behind the science.
I'm not denying climate change, but it could very well go back.
And then I want you to take real action.
What are you supposed to believe? Here's the bottom line. If we're wrong about global warming and we make the world needlessly cleaner, at least the world will be cleaner. If we're right about global warming, however, we will literally watch the world burn if we do nothing. And that's what inspired me with this week's idea for the Humanity Collective. I believe we live in a world that's more disconnected than it's ever been before. So every week, my mission is to find a creative way to bring people together or connect to the world. This is my project, to create humanity, the Humanity Collective. So this episode is centered around 6 to 7 ways that I'm going to do better to be a better human on the planet and live more responsibly and cleanly. It's on beautiful autumn days like today that I really see the most impact and the most desire to change. Let's face it here, no longer is it a question of if it's a problem, it's a question of how we are going to fix it. Dr. Norman, who is a professor of physics and astronomy here in Calgary at the University of Calgary, he talked a bit about how the isotope composition of the CO2 particles is changing, and its buildup is a lot more fueled by fossil fuels now than it ever was before. So I have to turn this into action of some sort, and so I came up with a list of 6 actionable things I'm going to do to help our beautiful planet. Number 1, eat less meat. Even if this means instead of eating it 3 times a day, you eat it once, that's what I'm going to try and do, is just eat less meat. Eat more vegetables. Not only is this healthier for us, but it helps the environment quite a lot too. There's a lot less cost, both money-wise and in terms of resources, to produce vegetables. Number 3, buy more considerately. Instead of buying the latest version of your sports game, maybe let's consider just not buying it at all. Is it really going to benefit you that much? And also think about the fact that if you keep buying things, they're going to continue to be made. So if you really don't need it, don't buy it. It's just wasting resources. Number 4, use my car less. Think about the implications of just going for a drive instead of just going. I need to be more realistic about my impact on this planet and walk more whenever I can. Granted, I live in Calgary. It gets cold here. So there will be instances where I will need to use my car. But the less I use it, the better. Also, it'll save me money. And you too. Dispose of things responsibly. Don't just throw it in the garbage. If it can be composted, compost it. If it can be recycled, recycle it. That's really important. And number 6, I want to lead more initiatives to help save our planet. Whether it's a community cleanup or just picking up trash on my own, I need to be the one who is leading the example. That's how I'm going to help our planet. It's challenging looking at our prospective future and seeing a lot of darkness when it comes to the environment. Finding the alternatives is expensive, it takes a long time, and it feels like we're alone as a generation who cares about this planet. But the bottom line is, this is a collective, and everybody needs to act together for this to be a change. So I wondered, beyond my 6 things, what other people were doing to help the planet. Using reusable bags.
One way to help is to drive less when you can. Rather than using your own personal car, try to carpool or use public transportation. If your destination is close enough, maybe even consider walking or riding a bike. Carbon dioxide or CO2 is a major contributor to climate change.
Don't print everything you think you need to print.
Number 1, stop eating meat. Whoa, don't turn off the video. It seems that many people would rather die than give up eating meat, and to be honest, I can completely understand that. I used to feel that way. But the fact of the matter is that the single most effective way that you can reduce your impact on the environment is to stop eating meat, which is why I did it. Looking at global greenhouse gas emissions by sector, we see that the largest contributions come from energy generation, industry, transport, and agriculture.
Turn off the lights. Like, literally, it'll save you money. Turn off everything when you're not using it. So much better for the environment. Listen, it's scary, I get it. but alternatives will come. With time, money, and us not relenting, things will change. They won't have a choice. So keep doing what we're doing. Keep fighting for what's right, and we'll make it. This is our humanity. This is us as a collective of people. And this is what matters for our future. Until next time. Kind of perfect that as I'm filming this, it snows. Global warming, my friends.